8:30 Eastern. So I'm waiting for that market open. All right, so here we have market open. Now, for those who trade the opening range breakout or the 5-minute orb, this is basically how that works, right? So the way that an orb will work, right? So the way that I look at the markets now, I want to have a key level. I then wait for an entry in the key level, and then I use order flow to confirm my level, right? So whether it's going to go up or down, you need to have step 3, so order flow. So we've ticked a key level, right? This is a 15-minute fair value gap. We have an entry over here, and this is where we use orb. This is where the orb comes in. Opening range breakout. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on order flow, right? So we're going to understand why this level gave a short. So when it comes to key level, we've already established that. So it's just basically a 15-minute fair value gap candle before. So it's essentially the order block for those who trade ICT. And you want to just take a rectangle like this, and you want to mark out the first 5 minutes. So this is 9:30, 9:31, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the first 5 minutes. So this is your opening range, right? 5-minute opening range. So this is what we do. We take a high, we draw a line like this, we draw a line like this. So this is our 5-minute opening range. Now from here, this is what's interesting. I want to see a closure of a candle outside of this range. This is just a confluence, right? I don't trade the 5-minute orb without using order flow. So this is what's going to be very important. When we come into a key level, right, I'm not looking to enter here. This is a mistake for most people, because what I used to do is I would enter at the break and I'd have my stop loss over here. And eventually what would happen is something like this would happen, where I would often get stopped out at break even, or I'd see price heading towards my stop loss. And I didn't really like that, right? This is not my preferred way of trading. So you don't want to use the orb. What you want to do is you want to use 15-minute fair value gaps. And this is the critical thing this is what worked for me. And I think it's going to work for a lot of traders who mess up the orb. You want to focus on local 15-minute fair value gaps. So you want to find the last fair value gap in price, right? The last fair value gap. Now there was one over here. There was probably one down here somewhere. I don't usually use ones in Asian range. So this is an Asian range. I don't normally use these. I want to find a fair value gap in either London session or New York session and trade the order flow reaction from there. So this is what I'm doing, right? This is what I want to break down. You have to get used to using the order flow at key levels. Now, the opening range breakout, this 5-minute orb, is just a confluence. So if we can break below, in this case, we break